Oh, no, he didn't say anything about Ja. Okay, Ja is my boo. Okay, Jeffrey Atkins. Happy birthday, Ja. I know it feel good turning 50, but you'll never be 50. What's a party without Diddy? Sorry, he couldn't be there to see you slide. Slip you a Mickey. Sorry, Irv ain't here to be right by your side. Oh damn, he was sickly. Go Jeffrey, it's your birthday. It's your birthday. If we caught you off that plane, it'd be your worst day. Who that nigga you was with? Oh, he was thirsty. Were there pills involved? I always knew you were hate. Let's not talk about what y'all went and did that night. Left the party, heard y'all went and had a pillow fight. Woke up screaming murder middle of the night. You're too old to hide your life. Walk into your light, it's alright. Know it feel good turning 50, but you'll never be 50. What's a party without Diddy? Sorry, he couldn't be there to see you slide. Slip, you a Mickey. Sorry, Irv ain't here to be right by your side. Oh damn, he was sickly. Like taking drugs, I don't do that kind of sex. That's your thing, then have fun. I know Diddy wish that he was free. I would've did it all. Oh damn. It's the unit.
Yo. Fuck Curtis Jack, that's what came to mind soon as I heard the track. Ball spitting lyrical, condescending to murder rap. Heard they shot his ass with a Nina. He deserved a Mac. About to turn the heat up, I got my hand on a thermostat. Ugly ass G-Unit sneakers. Had the shirt to match, cause after Get Rich or Die Trying, your every verse was whack. Mad cause Diddy hit your chick. You a jerk for that. Diddy clap them cheeks so loud, the neighbors heard the slap. That's why you made that documentary, you was hurt from that. I heard she fucked all 5 guys and they bring a burger back. Spoke to some conspiracy theorists, they said the earth is flat. They also said you work for Illuminati. Nervous rat. What would make this chump think that he could spit a verse with Pap? Somebody better pray for this nigga. Where the church is at? If it wasn't for M, you'll be looking for a purse to snatch. Bought your girl a wig, then you told her to return it back. 50, you a petty son of a bitch. Bernie Mac killing this nigga softly. Lauryn Hill, Roberta Flack. Never.
Yo, this ain't the hardest minute I ever heard in my goddamn life. This dude is crazy. Oh my God. Yo, that boy Pap is something serious, okay? That was serious, yo.
Everything I did for you. I did it because I love you, but you felt the same way about me.
Me? Love you? Bitch, you got to be crazy. I use you. You're a toy, bitch. A freak. You get your big country, greasy ass back to the country where you belong.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
Get Jesse, bitch!
You can get this in all colors. You know what I mean?
Who inspired you?
Oh, man, definitely the Harris family, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Destroyed his ass, man. Tell that big... Stop crying, man, and get in the booth and battle this, man. To do a verses, that's hip-hop. Man, ain't nobody trying to give a f*** about these memes and all that. and all the sucker shit he doing. You know what I'm saying? Get in the booth and battle.
We about to break this down because 50 Cent just put Papoose on blast, saying the man never had a real hit record and basically clowning his whole career. So let's walk through this and see what's really going on behind the situation. I also got something important to say later in the video, so don't miss that part because it really puts this whole conversation into perspective. 50 Cent jumped online and posted what he called the secret formula, how to never blow up. Then he laid it out like this: 1 rap career plus 25 years plus 0 hits equals Papoose. And he doubled down saying, still rapping, 25 years, still waiting, 0 hits. That's a heavy shot. Of course, Papoose fired back with a freestyle response. But here's the twist. Even though 50 Cent said before he wasn't going to rap against Papoose, the way he's posting online is clearly shaping the whole narrative around this situation. Now, when the conversation switches to lyricism, that's where things get interesting. Nobody is questioning whether Papoose can rap. The man has always been sharp on the mic. But that's not the angle 50 is attacking. He's talking about hit records and big songs, basically saying after 25 years, Papoose still hasn't landed that major record. When 50 Cent first posted on Instagram, his caption had people talking. He wrote, "I'm sorry, no response to a mentally challenged rapper who can't write a hit to save their life. Moving right along, short bus shorty." That was the energy he came with right after Papoose dropped his freestyle. Now about that freestyle, there were definitely a few punches in there. A couple bars where you could say he caught 50 with a shot. But if we're being honest, it wasn't some legendary freestyle that shook the whole rap game either. Papoose is actually way more skilled than what we heard in that freestyle. He's shown before that he can get very technical with his pen, but that clip sounded more like something quick he put together on the spot. From 50 Cent's perspective, that type of freestyle probably isn't enough to make him rush into the studio either.
Yo. Yo. Fuck Curtis Jack, that's what came to mind soon as I heard the track. Ball spitting lyrical, condescending to murder rap. Heard they shot his ass with a Nina, he deserved a Mac. About to turn the heat up, I got my hand on a thermostat. Ugly ass G-Unit sneakers, had the shirt to match cause after Get Rich or Die Trying, your every verse was whack. Mad cause Diddy hit your chick, you a jerk for that. Diddy clap them cheeks so loud the neighbors heard the slap. That's why you made that documentary, you was hurt from that. I heard she fucked all 5 guys and they bring a burger back. Spoke to some conspiracy theorists, they said the earth is flat. They also said you work for Illuminati. Nervous rat, what would make this chump think that he could spit a verse with Pap? Somebody better pray for this nigga. Where the church is at, if it wasn't for M, you'll be looking for a purse to snatch. Bought your girl a wig, then you told her to return it back. 50, you a petty son of a bitch. Bernie Mac killing this nigga softly. Lauryn Hill, Roberta Flack.
Now Papoose did throw a few extra jabs in that freestyle too. At one point, he hinted at stories about 50 Cent's past relationships and situations people have talked about online. Over the years, there's been plenty of rumors and gossip about 50, so there's definitely material someone could use if they want to take shots. But let's keep it fair and look at the facts. When rappers start going back and forth like this, people always start digging into each other's careers. So let's talk about Papoose for a moment. When you look at his career overall, most fans don't see him as a mainstream chart type rapper, but he's definitely been around the industry for a long time. We've seen him on collaborations, at major events, and working with a lot of respected names in the game. Back in the mixtape era, a lot of people used to say the same thing about Papoose. He worked with a huge number of respected rappers and legends in the game. When you go through his collaborations over the years, the list is actually pretty long. But since 50 Cent is saying Papoose never made a real hit record, it raises an interesting question about what his biggest songs actually are. One of the first records that always comes up is Alphabetical Slaughter. Now, anybody who knows hip-hop understands that song isn't a commercial radio smash. It's more of a lyrical showcase where he runs through the alphabet from A to Z with his bars. It's the type of record people respect for the skill behind it, not because it was dominating the charts. And that really highlights the difference in lanes here. Papoose built a reputation around lyricism, while 50 Cent built his career around major hit records and songs that crossed into the mainstream. So when 50 takes a shot about hit records, he's talking about commercial success, the kind of songs that take over radio, clubs, and charts. That's always been the lane he plays in. Looking deeper into Papoose's history, another big moment in his career comes up. Back in 2006, he actually signed a major deal with Jive Records worth around $1.5 million. At that time, he was one of the hottest mixtape rappers coming out of New York, and the buzz around him was strong. The plan was for him to release his debut album, Nasarima Dream, through Jive Records. There was a lot of hype around that project in hip-hop circles, but the album kept getting delayed because of issues behind the scenes. Eventually, the situation fell apart. In 2007, Papoose and his team were released from the Jive contract before the album ever came out. It became one of those what could have been moments people still talk about when discussing his career. Papoose later said that he actually kept the $1.5 million advance, even though the album never dropped under the label. After that situation, he went back to releasing independent music. Nasarima Dream eventually came out years later through independent distribution, but by that point, the momentum around him had already cooled off compared to the early buzz. We've all seen this happen in hip-hop before. A rapper pops up and suddenly everybody is talking about them. Not even because of radio hits yet, just the buzz where people start saying, that guy might be next. Papoose definitely had that moment. For a while, the attention around him was real, and people were watching to see what his next move would be. But if you fast forward from around 2007 to 2013, the momentum had cooled off a lot. By the time Nasarima Dream finally dropped, the wave just wasn't the same anymore. After that, you would mostly hear about Papoose here and there, maybe a feature, maybe a freestyle popping up online. Those freestyles, especially the car freestyles he used to post, were one of the main ways people kept seeing him pop up again. Another thing that always stood out was how many artists he worked with. Over the years, he moved around the industry a lot and collaborated with plenty of names in the game, which is why a lot of people still see him as someone who's been connected within the hip-hop industry for a long time. When you go back and look at some of those mixtape projects, one thing really stands out. Papoose was working with a lot of respected names in hip-hop. These weren't random artists either. There were real industry connections involved. On different projects and mixtapes, you could see collaborations with artists connected to major circles in the game. That's part of why people respected his run during the mixtape era. He was moving around with a lot of well-known rappers and producers while building his name. Even if those records weren't dominating the mainstream charts, within hip-hop circles, his name was definitely buzzing during that time. When you really go through his catalog, you realize Papoose has worked with a lot of artists in the game. Over the years, he's collaborated with major names and built a reputation within hip-hop circles. There's also a huge amount of music in his catalog. Mixtapes, features, and different projects kept his name active in the culture for a long time. Even in more recent years, he popped back up with records that still got attention. One example is the track Thought I Was Gonna Stop, featuring Lil Wayne, which pulled in millions of views online. So when you step back and look at the full picture, Papoose has built real respect inside the industry. He's worked with major artists, signed $1 million deal earlier in his career, and collaborated with some big names in hip-hop. At the same time, it's also true that the level of success 50 Cent reached is extremely rare. Only a small percentage of rappers ever reach that kind of mainstream impact. Even though Papoose never had that massive commercial smash, he still built a real career in hip-hop. His name is still recognized today, and that says a lot for someone who's been around the scene for decades. Now, when you look at it that way, the no-hit record argument could technically apply to a lot of rappers. Only a small percentage of artists ever reach the level of mainstream success that someone like 50 Cent achieved. And to be fair, comparing 50 Cent and Papoose directly isn't really a balanced comparison.
Entrepreneur, real business, man. I personally is a little too busy to put in the orders for Miss Jackson. So on this Instagram that I tag, you can DM them. You can go to the story and go to the Telegram. And I got some people over there that's, you know what I'm saying, that'll take the orders and handle the orders. But yeah, man, serious only, man. You don't got to DM my page, man. Go DM Miss Jackson Candy Shop.
The level of commercial success between those two careers is very different. But just because someone isn't sitting at the very top of the mountain doesn't mean they didn't build a career or make noise in the game. Papoose still built a name, made money in the industry, and earned respect in hip-hop circles. It might be entertaining to hear 50 Cent clown somebody during a rap feud because he's known for trolling like that. But when you step back and look at the bigger picture, the reality is still the reality. A lot of artists who want to rap for a living never even reach the level of opportunities Papoose had. At the same time, there's no debate that 50 Cent has the edge when it comes to massive commercial success. Moments like this also create opportunity. If Papoose wanted to capitalize on the attention and drop a strong record, this would be the perfect time to do it. When the spotlight hits, artists usually try to use that momentum, and 50 Cent understands the internet game better than most people. When he posts something, the conversation spreads everywhere and the whole situation starts trending. Recently, he also posted a caption that had people talking with lyrics that many people took as another direct jab toward T.I. and Tiny. Once that post went up, the internet immediately started reacting and the situation kept escalating. Then things went even further when King Harris responded with a track of his own, taking shots back and bringing 50 Cent's family into the lyrics, which pushed the situation to another level. Then the situation took another turn. After the video started circulating, the moment didn't just stay online. It even turned into merchandise. When something goes viral in entertainment, people often try to capitalize on it. But in this case, the message behind the merch had people reacting. One of the phrases printed on it said, "Smoking on Ms. Jackson," which showed how far the back and forth had escalated. T.I. had previously suggested the situation should end once the shirt started circulating, but things clearly moved past that point, and the tension around the situation kept growing. Now, when someone feels like their family is being publicly disrespected, emotions are going to run high. People naturally defend their family, but situations like this can easily keep escalating if nobody slows things down. If you made it this far in the video, I appreciate you for rocking with the breakdown. Make sure you subscribe to Dripzine, hit the like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and share the video so more people can join the conversation. And if you really want to support the channel, don't forget to click the Hype This Video button to help Dripzine keep growing. Thank you.